SHINee Key says he's enjoying his 30s more than his 20s. In the latest episode of A Bam's House that aired on YouTube, SHINee Key reunited with Bam Bam and spent quality time together. The duo spent some enjoyable time together, filled with conversations and explorations into the personal journey of growing older in the entertainment industry. In the newest episode of the YouTube show that was posted on September 15th, Bam Bam invited Key to his house and treated him to his special som tam recipe. Bam Bam also sought advice from his industry senior. Bam Bam began by asking, "You said earlier there's not much difference between 10 or 15 years in the industry. Then what's the difference between being in your 20s and your 30s? Key replied, "A little different." Bam Bam said, "I'm scared of becoming 30s. Key comforted Bam Bam, saying he was also afraid to become 30. Key elaborated, "When I was turning 30, I was even in the military. I thought, am I going to evaporate when it becomes 12 o'clock? But it's a lot more fun when you're in your 30s. When asked why, Key continued to share, "I'm really scared of becoming 40, but being in the 30s is really fun." Bam Bam asked what are the good things about being in the 30s. Key shared, "It's all fun. It's even fun to hear about your worries. You'll be embarrassed about what you did in your 20s, but the 30s are the only time you can fix some things. In your 40s or 50s, I think a time when people won't forgive you for acting like your 20s or 30s. What I mean is in societal norms, in social life. But until your 30s, those things are still fine. And I think I'm adjusting those things." Bam Bam became curious about what Key means, so Key further elaborated, "I'm fixing the mistakes I made in my 20s. Either in the music industry or in the TV industry. I thought I was always absolutely right. The thought thinking, this is what's fun. When you reach your 30s, you realize. I realized I was more wrong than I thought. And I have the chance to fix it." Netizens were impressed with Key's advice to Bam Bam and commented, "What he says is true. Your 20s is when you find yourself. I like being in my 30s too since I figured out my tendencies and am more financially stable. He's so awesome. I think being in my 30s is the most fun because I feel like I already discovered myself. He's really admirable. I feel like Key is a real adult for saying he is fixing the mistakes he made in his 20s. I don't have money and life isn't great for me, but I still wouldn't return to my 20s. And what Key said is making me excited for my 30s.